crazy.
Wow, it's thriving the Dignitary Cafe. We play every Wednesday.
Yeah.
You got to come and check us out. It's getting to a point where you can win a little something going on. You know what I'm saying? Can I tell you something? I love everything about poker.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm in my off time, I don't watch TV much anymore. I'll put YouTube on, and I'll just sit there and watch a lot of tournaments, and I just sit there and watch it. I can watch it for hours.
Yeah.
I love everything about poker. I really do.
I used to watch it on TV a long time ago. I think just dealing poker for, I don't know, it's 20. I think I dealt poker for a little over 20 years. Yeah, I think 21 years professionally. And, to watch it, that'd be like, watching a McDonald's channel if you worked at McDonald's or something like that, be like, I'm good. I don't want to watch work, but I do like going and playing. I like the competition.
Mm-hmm.
I like all the aspects of it. The fact that it's a strategy game, but it's also a mental game. It's a game
so mental.
It's a game of endurance when you're playing big tournaments. So to stay mentally focused. And I'm sure there's so much Adderall that rolls through poker rooms that people are using. Performance enhancing drugs, folks. Not fair. Not fair.
It has so many factors because. Anything that you do in life, like when I hear people talk about football, in my mind, I'm thinking there's so much more than that.
Right.
Okay? When you talk about poker, if you're into it, you realize there's so much to poker.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much to reading the opponent, the probabilities. There's a lot of stuff. Everybody plays differently, and I've been playing with the same dudes for a while. So I'm getting their patterns, okay? And I'm getting their mannerisms, and I don't know if they're looking for the same things I am, but I'm trying to make it a science. I love all of it.
If you ever watch the movie Rounders, and if nobody's ever seen it, strongly recommend watching the movie. Even if you don't like poker, it's a great
like the
movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the cast is off the
it's
off the charts. Ed Norton, John Malkovich, Matt Damon. I mean, it goes down the list just unbelievably. John Turturro. I mean, the whole thing is just chock full of like world class actors, and it tells a great story, and I love it. It's kind of like Good Will Hunting, but for gambling. It's really really good. But when you watch that, he kind of gives a lot of because he narrates it throughout and everything, and he gives a lot of insight to poker and made people understand. Even back then, this movie was made in 1997, I believe, 1996. And I was playing poker a lot, but I didn't start dealing professionally until like 1999. But I went with a bunch of poker dealers to Orlando and watched it at the theater because it was limited release. They didn't have it in Tampa when it was at the theaters at all. And like right out the gate, he in the beginning, in the first scene, he's like, "Here's the thing: if you don't spot the sucker in the first 5 minutes on the table, you're the sucker."
You're the sucker.
And I'm like, he's right, because an experienced player, the first thing we do when we sit down, we evaluate the whole table. And I'm trying to put people, I can look at people a lot of times and put them into a category of how they play, their style of play, and then if I'm wrong, I'll figure it out within the first half hour. I should have a good idea of how to play certain people, who I can bluff in what positions,
absolutely,
who I can trap in what positions. And then at the same time, you're always, if you're good at poker, if you think you're good at poker, or if you want to be good at poker, you should be thinking about the math on a lot of these situations.
100%.
Right? You got to pay attention. And if you think you could put somebody on a hand, then you got to eliminate that card or those cards you think they may have. And that has to go into your mathematical equation while you're in the middle of playing, thinking about strategy. And then you're like, all right, am I getting enough return in value on this pot? Like, how much is in that pot? If I call, I know that I'm 3-1 to hit my flush, because I got the math figured out, and all of this comes into play while you're competing. And then there's the element of luck,
Luck is a big part of it, unfortunately, but it is a big part of it. You look at the people who win at the end of the night. You caught a couple things on the river.
Have to.
That's the difference. And I wonder why I love poker so much, and I love it. I remember being a young kid when I was 7 years old, and my parents were divorced, and I'd go see my dad. And my dad and I didn't have that much in common. We liked to fish, and he played poker with the fellas, right?
Yeah.
And I used to just sit there, and he used to go, "Don't say anything." And I used to just watch. So I used to sit there and watch everybody play poker, and I think that's where it all started. I wanted to play so bad, but I learned by just visually watching everybody, and I just love to play.
I started playing more after I dealt for a few years. I started really, really playing more because something happened. Something clicked, probably 4 or 5 years into dealing. And I've heard this happen with other dealers. Not a lot. Most dealers are really bad poker players. I'll say this right now.
You think so?
100%.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I would think the other way.
Because it all plays into your personality traits and stuff, right? And a lot of dealers get into dealing because they're degenerate gamblers, right?
Understandable.
Now, something a degenerate gambler will do is they will watch bad players win, and they'll remember that. And they'll go, you know what? Old stupid Bob is always, making these calls and hitting his cards. So why can't that happen for me? So they start loosening up, or maybe because they're around a poker table so much, they just want to get it over with. It's like, all right, I just want to get my chips in, either get a big sack or go home. I don't want to be around here all night long for nothing. I'm always spinning my wheels. But I've just seen really bad play. But the ones that aren't bad, and I consider myself one of those, something clicks, and you'll start seeing the cards before they turn them over. Like I'm this weird innate ability to know what you're holding in your hand. Like, just because I've seen so many hands and how people react to so many hands, I think that's what it is. It's almost like those people that will work for the police or the government that can tell if you're lying. You know what I mean? One of those people, it's like a human lie detector. They got those guys that work for different folks in the government. And they'll go, yeah, that guy's lying. I could tell by everything he just did, the way his hands were placed, everything else. I feel that way with poker.
Well, once again, it's like anything else in this world, okay? When I'm on a football field and I'm going over drills with my offensive linemen who are just now becoming offensive linemen for the first time. Yeah. They're acting that way. They're acting like this is a new thing. When I do drills and I'm showing my drills, you'll never see my feet come together because I've just done that my whole life. Okay? Of course, yeah. So it's muscle memory. When you do some things that much and see that much, your muscle memory, your visualization, you've seen so many different scenarios that you're knowing what to look for. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It's a lot more complex than just, I got these cards, I'm going to play this.
You know what I still do, because I dealt poker for so many years. I haven't dealt poker in a poker room for over 5 years. When I set something down, it could be a can of soup in the grocery store. When I set it in the cart, I clear my hands every single time.
That's funny.
I show the fronts and the back of my hand.
That's funny.
All the time. I'll catch myself doing it at home. I shut a cabinet. I clear my hands. I don't want y'all think I'm stealing this cabinet.
I'm not stealing nothing.
Idiot. Yeah, but no, that's exciting. I'm excited about the possibility of getting deep in this thing and making some cheddar.
You got to invite me to one of these. I'd like to go.
Yeah, I did one last Thursday, and I told you, and you were like, "No, I don't want to go." And it was funny because we were talking about it on air. I show up to the poker room, and 5 dudes I'd never met in my life walked up to me, and they go, "Oh man, Ian didn't come, huh?"
Oh really?
Yeah, and I go,
"Let's not disappoint him next time."
Yeah. But that was a fun one, and it was a $99 buy one. They got those. I was cruising through that one, and just ran into a bad situation where I had pocket kings, and I slow played it pre-flop. Okay. This guy raised, I smooth called.
Sure.
Flop come 9-7 something, right? 9 high. He makes a bet. I shove. He's got pocket nines. He flopped a set. So nothing I could do there.
That happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Good for him.
Yep.
Hopefully that happens on the good side for me tonight, But, I gave him a big old stack of chips, and I went, good luck, buddy. And I just walked out,
Well, I got some borrowed money in my pocket, so I'm ready to go out
with
poker.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Yeah, no, the poker rooms around here are great. Derby's great. Silks is great. I like Tampa Greyhound track because it's closest to my house besides the Hard Rock. And Hard Rock's good, too. It's just like, it's parking and going all through the casino and all that. Yeah, I like
Derby's
convenience.
right there.
Well, Derby's right here leaving.
Right there.
I'll stop in there and play on the way out of here sometimes.
Like, I'm going to come. I'm going to do that here. I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing stuff like that once a week.
Yeah, it's good.
I love it.
I was eating lunch with my son yesterday. By the way, shout out to Papa's Memphis-style barbecue over off 49th Street.
Papa's, that sounds familiar.
Like Pinellas Park. Dude, the ribs.
Yeah?
Very good.
Yeah?
Very good ribs there at Papa's. Shout out to those guys. It was good stuff.
When I was in Puerto Rico, it basically became a food trip.
Yeah.
So we're looking at all those, rated stuff, and there's one barbecue place, those 15, 20 minutes away, and I'm like, let's just do it. We went there. I'm not lying. It's some of the best barbecue I've ever had.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
I was shocked. Those ribs yesterday, it was like almost competition-style ribs with the texture and stuff because they were tender, but they didn't fall off the bone. They kept their integrity, but dry rub, just like Memphis, they reminded me of Rendezvous ribs.
I'm going to say this about, competition style, and I understand what you mean when you mean competition style. It's a different style, different feel. It doesn't have to be competition style for it to be great for me.
No, I like it more tender than competition
sometimes
style.
Fall off the bone is fantastic.
Slide the bone out.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Gone.
I made, and I'm going to make them again next week. I'm going to bring you and JoJo some. I made beef short ribs the other day, braised them.
I did too.
Did you really? They were on sale, and I went to go buy oxtails. Oxtails are like $12 a pound.
Well, go to Fussell's.
Yeah.
Sandy's actually bringing 10 pounds.
Don't play with me, dude.
She's bringing right now 10 pounds of oxtail.
Well, I'm coming by to eat.
Arcadia.
Yeah.
Well, this weekend,
yes,
we have a little thing going on at Dignitary.
Mm-hmm.
It's Memorial Weekend, obviously, and everybody needs to go out and get you some wonderful food. So Sandy, who's a big fan of the station,
yes,
and you've had her food before
many times,
and Sandy can throw down. Okay, and
yeah.
It's kind of Asian Cajun food.
She does. She likes the fusion. Yes,
that she does. But the Balti Bayou and the whole Dignitary. So this
you can follow Balti Bayou on Instagram too, and all the information's there. And we got a date set up. I'm coming out
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday from around 11 or noon all the way till late at night. And I think she has the best shrimp and grits in town. It's going to be like a Cajun food, etouffee and stuff like that. Fried alligator.
Yeah.
Let's go. Dignitary Cafe.
It's made by a hot black British lady.
It helps.
It does help.
It does.
Yeah, it makes it taste better.
It does. It sure does.
But I think I'm going to come out Monday because we're not here on Monday. Mm-hmm. And I'll find something to do. Come on out and
come and hang out, man.
Yeah, it's a little Memorial Day fun. Maybe we'll get an impromptu poker game while we're eating some shrimp and grits.
You know what? Let's get a poker game going Monday.
Now, I will say this. The only way I won't come, it would be the best news ever. That's the final table day of this tournament.
Break a leg, brother.
I hope so, man. That'd be good. Been a long time since I rock and rolled. On the Mike Calta show today, they had Cody Tucker. I don't know. I don't know anybody who doesn't enjoy Cody Tucker's content.
You know what's funny about Cody Tucker? I do enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then when I watch Bone TV in the mornings, and I saw when he was on, I couldn't have been further from what he looks like.
What do you think he looked like? Kind
of a narrow. I thought he sounds narrow and very almost frat boy-y.
I pictured Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
but maybe a little thicker.
Yeah.
Maybe like Bussin' with the Boys and Matthew McConaughey had a baby.
Okay.
That's what I thought Cody Tucker looked like.
That ain't it.
Nah, dude. He's
like if Joe Cocker had a baby with Roseanne or something.
Oh, my God.
No, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Kind of.
No, I mean, he's a big dude.
He's a big fella.
He's a big old boy, yeah. With hair I wish I had.
He has wonderful.
To be honest.
He has John Senning type hair.
Dude, I would do so much to have that hair. If I could just, snap my fingers and have that beautiful hair, dude. My wife's getting her hair done this morning. And she's like, it's a 3-hour process. She's a gorgeous girl. She puts the work in with stuff like that. And she's like, I'm going to do my hair. And I go, stop bragging, dude. You know what I mean? I'm going to do my hair, too. It's going to take me 8 minutes with a clipper.
Well, the thing is, your beautiful young wife looks that way because she spends 3 hours on that stuff. And you look the way you do, and I look the way I do because it takes us 15 minutes.
Exactly. I said that on air.
All week.
I said that on air a few months ago. I said, yeah, my wife, she's beautiful. I said, but she puts the work in, right?
Yeah, of course.
Well, some lady on like a Facebook group goes, wow, Johnny B's such a douchebag. He said his wife has to work hard at being pretty. I'm like, you're a moron.
You know what's hard in 2025 or lately? It's hard to give somebody a compliment.
I know.
Like I remember in the radio station once, there was a young lady came by. I go, you look fantastic today, young lady. She goes, thank you. And somebody came by. He goes, you can't do that. And I go, you can't do what? Well, if you say she looks great, that means she doesn't normally look great. I go, you know what? How about you get out of my face?
Yeah.
Okay? The young lady clearly was happy that I said it. What is your issue?
Yeah.
I don't do that.
We get those videos we have to watch here, because it's a corporation, like all the videos.
The HR videos?
Yeah, and it tells you stuff that you should know as an adult human, pretty basically. Yeah. It's like, hey, don't be mean to people because of their race or their gender. And I go, yeah, I'm not mean to people for any reason, really, ever. And then one of them was one of those sexual harassment ones, and it was like, like
in a radio station, please,
bro,
please,
it's a rite of passage. You know what I mean?
You know who our HR person is? JoJo.
I know, dude. You know what I mean? I could ask everybody here to show me their boobs.
Absolutely.
Men, women, birds.
Yeah. See what? Listen, I love JoJo to death. But if she ever said, well, you stepped out of line, I'd be like, remember when you did this? Remember when? I love JoJo.
She would never do that to me. Ever.
No, she don't seem like somebody that would turn somebody in. She's seen somebody that would just. She's a confronter.
She's the best.
Yeah, she is.
If she likes you. I can imagine.
If she likes you, right?
I can imagine being her enemy would be a really bad thing, though.
Not it.
If you got to that level,
I don't want it.
No, I don't even want to know what that looks like. For real. Mike out there after show. Who the hell are you?
Hey, what's up, man? You guys ever seen Molly's Game?
Yeah, that's a true story, by the way.
I'm not, no.
Yeah, that is a great poker-inspiring movie for sure. It makes me want to go play poker right after I watch that.
It makes me want to fight Tobey Maguire because I guess Michael Cera played who was actually Tobey Maguire in that movie. He's kind of a dick.
Great movie, man. Good luck in your tournament.
Thanks, bro.
Molly's Game?
Yeah.
I swear I'll watch that.
It's a true story about this like high-end, like rich people house game and stuff, and a lot of stuff that happened in and around it. Pretty cool. But yeah, apparently Michael Cera was supposed to be Tobey Maguire in real life. Tobey Maguire's a really good player in real life.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I used back in the day when I lived in Vegas, I dealt the World Series of Poker twice, 2003, 2005. You'd be surprised how many celebrities play
they
and love poker.
Play, yeah.
And I would play daily in Vegas. I would go to the Mirage and I would play with Drew Carey was a regular player at the Mirage. I'm brain farting his name now. It's a comedian. Actually, we went to the Hard Rock when he was in town. He's been in a million movies. And
Tom Green?
No. Older guy. I'll think of it in a second. Right now, my brain's like, I don't want to work for you. Mike out the after show.
Hello, it's the Balti Bayou girl with a sore throat.
There she is.
Hello, Miss Sandy. How you doing?
What's up, Mama?
I'm all right. But I just wanted to call and clarify something and introduce myself and tell everyone to come and try this interesting food. It's actually an East Indian Cajun fusion with a smattering of anything from around the globe. So you just don't know what I might come up with, and we've got some great stuff this weekend. Ian's making some awesome oxtail, and it's actually
Whoa, it's your oxtails?
I'm bringing.
I'm going to be smoking the oxtail. And I think, Miss Sandy, we haven't talked about it. We'll talk about it today. I think we should, kind of, like, the oxtail's coming on the bone, obviously.
Sure.
I think we should take it off the bone and put it on the grits.
Oh, shut your whore mouth.
Smoked oxtail on grits.
Well, I'll tell you a funny story about that. The butcher called me yesterday and she asked, do I want them cut Jamaican style? I actually didn't ask what the other option was. And
Right.
I thought, well, I'm black, so I probably should go with Jamaican style.
What is Jamaican style? How do you cut it Jamaican style? With a machete?
I would imagine the way they want it cut to stew.
If I had to guess, it'd be thicker cuts.
Bigger cuts?
Because
Okay.
I've gotten oxtails at like Hispanic delis and markets,
smaller.
and they're cut real thin.
Okay.
And I don't like that.
Well, let me tell you what. We're about to find out. I feel I should know these things, but I didn't know. So it's Jamaican cut we are getting.
Well, I'm going to be sous vide them for a whole day, and then I'm going to smoke them, and then it's time to rock and roll.
Jamaicans are uncircumcised.
All right, so the Balti Bayou we will be rolling through about 3:00 today to get ready. So I hope to see lots and lots of people.
I love it. Hey, Sandy, I think we're going to put you in the front for this weekend.
Oh, smart.
Oh, absolutely, I think so.
That sounds good.
Yeah, you got to get acclimated before we start putting you in the back.
Yeah, right. That happens.
Yes.
All right, Sandy. Well, we'll see you
Johnny,
this
you know me
weekend.
well. All right, then. Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you, Miss Sandy.
Love you.
She's the best, dude. All right, let's take a break. It is Thursday. Ian Beckles in the studio. I am Johnny B. Phone lines are open if you'd like to join us. 800-771-1025. Also, social media. Don't forget, Johnny B. Tampa on everything. Ian_Beckles on the gram. We'll be back.
It's the Mike Calta After Show on 102.5 The Bone. It's the Mike Calta Show. Featured cut of the day. Sponsored by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. The Mike Calta Show. Download the free Bone app. 102.5 The Bone.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing.
When you've fallen in a store and are blaming yourself.
When you've been hurt at work and you don't know what to do. Or if you've been the victim of a medical mistake, we've got you. We've got what it takes to prove a case that the insurance companies can't ignore. With decades of experience and a track record of winning for our clients. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, a remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or give them a call at 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction. Your vision is their mission. Call them today and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Chloe loves softball. Cancer tried to stop her twice. Now she's a force on and off the field. We believe in Chloe's dream because we share it. Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. All we do, all for kids.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob? What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
Cat Namo for All-American Gunslingers, Newport Richie's #1 gun range off US 19 North. Education is the key to safety. That's why they're open 7 days a week, because they understand shooting is a diminishing skill, so classes and training are crucial. They have a variety of classes and training, from holster draw to pistol intro to rifle and skills drills. Do not forget about the Friendly League Night. That's every Thursday, 7:30 to 9:30. Go to aagunslingers.com to find out. All-American Gunslingers, your rights, your safety, your freedom, America!
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When we place our loved ones in a nursing home, we expect them to receive the best care. We meet with families who learn that their mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers have been terribly abused in nursing homes. Bed sores, malnutrition, broken bones, dehydration, and yes, even death. If you believe that a loved one has been abused or neglected while living in a nursing home, call us. The consultation is free.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Take advantage of the Employee Pricing Plus event at Cherry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We'll double your down payment on a new ride up to $10,000. And your first 3 payments are on us at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at cherryohm.com. Call 1-800-210-6286 for complete details.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right, you can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code YEAR to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Have you ever taken your family to dinner and been shocked at how expensive the bill was? Or gone to the doctor and been surprised by a large bill that was sent to you later in the mail? There is over $22 trillion in U.S. tax-deferred retirement accounts like the IRA and 401k. So do you know how much you will owe in taxes on those accounts in the future? Hi, I'm Rebecca Walser, principal of Walser Wealth Management and a tax attorney. And right now, I want you to think about how much you've saved in your own deferred retirement accounts, whether it's $250,000 or more. Guess what? That is not all of your money. You will have to pay those taxes in retirement as you withdraw it when you have no income. At Walser Wealth, we created a retirement tax bill calculator to show you what you will pay in future taxes on your accounts, and it's free for you to use. Go to mytaxtest.com. Knowledge is only power when it's followed by action. Knowing your future taxes, we can show you strategies that might help you lower them and lower your tax burden overall in the future. For now, use our free tax calculator, mytaxtest.com, mytaxtest.com.
Raise deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Kia Sportage, just $479 per month. Or a new Kia Telluride, just $379 a month. Don't miss out. Claim your raise deal today. Sportage, $479 per month. Telluride, $379 a month. At Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com. I'm meteorologist Jim Weber in the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mix of sun and clouds for today. We'll see some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm developing by late this afternoon, heading into this evening. Daytime high of 90, 30% chance of that rain. Then for tonight, mainly cloudy skies. Overnight low down to 76, partly cloudy. A couple of showers around as we head through Friday afternoon. 20% chance at a daytime high, 92.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to the Mike Calta After Show.
Welcome back to Mike Calta After Show, 10:28 Thursday morning. Old Jim Weber said 30%, but I'm looking out the window. It looks like 85% here in St. Pete. We got rain. It's lingering. It's looming. Whatever you want to say. I thought it was going to rain on us on the way here, Ian. Did you get wet at all?
I did not, but
Yeah.
30% in Tampa Bay can mean a lot of things. Like it could be downpouring 5 miles away and never be wet here.
I've seen memes. I've seen memes that people think are fake, but it's true, where you're like standing in a parking lot and it's raining 10 feet away from you, but it's sunny where you're standing. Yeah. I've seen that 100
my
times.
house all the time. I'm like, damn, it's raining. It's raining hard, and I look out my window, and it's the sun.
Yeah.
It's only raining on half the house.
It's wild.
Like it's a lot of house.
You got two whole climates. You know, like half your house is Costa Rica outside, and the other is Las Vegas. Like, it doesn't make sense at all. Phone lines are open if you'd like to join us. 800-771-1025. Ian Beckles in the building. I try to talk about anything but football when you're here, but then it always comes up, dude.
It happens.
It's in my face all the time. When will the podcast be coming back? Do you wait until training camp, or do you wait till the season starts?
I'll start up during training camp. I actually did an episode the other day that's going to come out. I was basically talking about Shannon Sharp and Bill Belichick, which I thought was interesting.
By the way, that's In the Trenches.
In the Trenches,
Go look it up. We talked about that yesterday for a little bit, too, because it was a big conversation with Mike Calta and them. I'm sure you listened. And they were talking about, why this girl, Jordan Hudson, would be with old-ass Bill Belichick, and now they're engaged.
Are they engaged?
Yeah, they're engaged now. Yeah.
That's weird.
And a lot of people are very opinionated on it. And there's nothing wrong with having an opinion, but for it to be this national debate going on, I think at the end of the day, my opinion was kind of like what JoJo's opinion was yesterday, was who cares? Mind your business. That's their business.
I would say this, okay? As far as somebody's personal life, I would say who cares?
Yeah.
But think about this part of it. If you UNC that just hired Bill Belichick.
Oh, they should care.
And exactly. They just hired the most stoic individual in all of sports history.
Yeah.
And you got a guy who's dating a 19-year-old girl who's calling the shots. That ain't the same thing. So Bill Belichick's thing, his whole career, his whole coaching career has been no distractions. I don't see any bigger distraction than this young lady who's interrupting your interviews and supposedly was banned from the facilities.
That's wild.
I mean, Panani can't be that damn good to deal with all this stuff. Come on now.
She looks good, but
but she.
I know. I know.
Johnny, the other day when I went with Dizzy to a Pasta Grill, there was a bunch of perfect-ass girls, 19-year-old girls, and it looks like a lot of fun, but you have to talk to them.
The drama, dude.
Well, what am I going to say to them?
Yeah.
Yuck.
I get it.
Talk to you? Yuck.
I know. I know.
Hey.
I was talking about that not too long ago, about this, I'm on, this is my third, marriage.
Last.
And yes, I would not have done it if I wasn't like, this is it. Not only just marriage, this is it relationship-wise. If this doesn't work, and I have full confidence that she'll be around till I die, because that's not a long wait. So if this doesn't work, there is no way I want to go through the courting process. It was fun when you're young, all that stuff, and then have to deal with like, okay, well, this is too much, this flaws here, flaws there. Because I was in the dating pool for a little while before her, and that's how I met her, and it was train wreck after train wreck, and just, do I really have to talk to this person for 4 hours to try to get a little bit of my wiener touch? What is going on?
I know that whole wiener touch thing becomes a problem. My thing is, when I look back, I don't think anybody dated less than me. Like, I didn't date.
Right.
I'm being serious. I didn't date. Like, I was in high school and then have no money and nobody was paying me no mind.
Yep.
Then I got to college and then I didn't really date. You get hook up every once in a while, okay? Then I got in the league.
Yeah.
Right? So every once in a while you hook up whatever. But I end up marrying my high school friend.
Isn't that crazy?
So it's not like we dated a lot. You know what
shipped
I mean?
her down from Canada?
Yeah. I went, during the Canadian Combine, we both got drunker than we normally do. And
Hell yeah.
Wake up in the morning, butt naked in the bed. And we'd been friends for 5 years before that, and nothing ever happened.
That's wild.
That was a weird morning.
That was a weird morning.
It was a weird morning. You wake up naked. I'm like, so.
No, we had, three children.
Yeah. Well, late. That's a little bit later, but yeah.
Yeah.
The children didn't come right out.
No,
not the same.
You had to get that first contract at least.
Yeah, I got to get that money.
Right. You can't afford all them. I'm telling you, when I had my son, I was making okay money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like when I started making really good money when he was about 3 or 4 years old, it made me more not want to have. It's like, now I really don't want to have another baby because I don't want to spend all this money on some other kid. I was spending it on him,
sure,
and me, and my friends, and having a good time.
And you again?
Wish I would have invested some of it. I think about it all the time. I
should have got Bitcoin back in the day.
Oh my God, dude! Somebody gave. I was on a podcast years and years ago, 2005 to 2010, and our host, he goes, "Yeah, somebody just gave us like a 6 Bitcoin, whatever."
Which is about $600,000 now?
Well, they were worth, at the time, about $3 a piece.
Correct.
Or something. And I said, "Oh, you just keep mine, dude. I don't want it." You know what I mean? And then I talked to him a couple of years ago, and I go, "Dude, you still got my Bitcoin?" He goes, "No, I sold those for $100 a piece."
Jesus Christ!
Like in 2016 or something.
And they're worth $100,000.
And he said when he sold them, he's like, "I just robbed these people. They just bought these for $100 a piece. These morons." Yeah, that's how he felt about it.
Yeah, he did.
It's so funny. It's a different time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're saying it's still going to go up from here. I mean, I just jumped into it last year.
Yeah.
And I'm still doing okay.
I don't understand it. I want to. My brother's really good with that stuff.
There's nothing to understand. Okay, this is how do you understand? It started off at $1. Or actually, it was less than that. Now it's 100,000.
Yeah.
What part of that don't you understand?
I just don't know what.
If you invested $1, you'd have $100,000.
It's just weird that you're investing in something that you can't like see or touch or feel.
You can touch it. You can take it.
Like with a little bit like it. Now, if you have 200 Bitcoins and like your
if you have 200 Bitcoins, you have no problems.
Right, you're Bezos. But if you have it like in a Bitcoin wallet, like there's not actually 200 little gold coins. Is there somewhere?
No, but it's actual money.
Right, but where is it?
It's the same as your bank money. They don't really have it.
No?
No. Go to your bank. I mean, it depends on much money, but if you ask the bank for $5 million, they don't have $5 million.
No, but they could probably send you to a place to pick it up or something.
That might take a while.
Yeah, I don't know. You could tell I'm never been rich because I can't understand liquid money even. I don't know what's going on.
You can say I used to be rich.
Oh, you were doing all right.
I was doing okay. It's funny, like when I have dinner with my kids and what I like about my kids, and this anybody in the world, I like people that are self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you're an a-hole and you go, I'm an a-hole.
Right.
I'm okay. I swear to God, I'm okay as long as you know what you are.
Yeah.
And sometimes I look at my kids, I go, you guys know that you grew up with. They go, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Like as they were growing up, I was like, I wonder if they think this is normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's the way they grew up was not normal compared to the way I grew up.
I hear Mike talk about that all the time. He's like, I don't think Juliana's ever not had a driver to wherever she's going.
Well, I'm going to say this, okay? When Mike was talking about remember him talking about his salary the other day?
Yes.
And he said, how much do you think I make?
Right.
I sent in a number to him.
I heard that.
And he goes, Ian Beckles has sent me the number. And I thought it was a legitimate number.
Yeah.
And he said, I made that 10 years ago.
Oh, I know.
Now, when he said that, I went, wow. Like what?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know it was there.
Yeah.
And Mike's kids are way more blessed than my kids were. My kids were not rolling around in sprinters and.
It made me happy for Mike.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a hater, but it also.
Oh, no, I love
But
that.
it was also a gut punch to me because I was like, I made more money 10 years ago on radio than I do now.
You know what? I was making really good money in radio.
Yeah.
Way back when, and then at the end, they wanted me to make less. That's
Yeah.
what was so crazy about it. I said, I was making more than this 15 years ago.
The only reason why I made more money 10 years ago is I was just getting more hours. I'm an hourly employee, so I was making, a few more bucks. But and I think it was just now I get less hours, so that's what I make. When you make what I make in radio, the money, you're not even looking at the money yet. You're hoping the money comes in, but what I made then and what I make now is. It doesn't matter. What matters is I'm on the radio and I'm working on bigger and better things.
No doubt.
Very patient, this guy. You know what I mean?
Well, you have to be patient, and I'm sure you're the same way when somebody says, "Hey, Johnny B, I want to get into radio. How can I do it?"
Yeah.
You go,
I tell him don't every time.
100%.
Don't do that.
Don't. You won't.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, what John Senning did.
Yeah.
Never going to happen again.
It's an anomaly.
Well, there's no promo Johns anymore. Is there really?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
No, you can't
We just have interns.
Yes.
And a lot of them are working in radio in the Tampa Bay area.
I brought people up through me that are doing quite well. And some people could have, but they bailed out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you got Brittany Gonzalez she was hot jocking next door when I started doing weekends here. We would see each other in the hallway. We were the only two people. Beautiful, beautiful girl, so I wasn't like hitting on her, you know what I mean? I knew there was no shot.
There's always a shot.
But and I just started dating my wife too, and they were friends. But a radio station picked her up because they heard her on here.
Perfect.
Fort Myers gave her a morning show, and she's been crushing it since. She's one of the biggest radio personalities in that market in Southwest Florida, and
did she reciprocate and show you back love?
She's always shown me love. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Last time I did comedy down there, I was middle acting for Big J Okerson, and I found out the middle acts didn't get a hotel room, and I messaged her. I go, hey, do you have any hotel deals down there? You got all these endorsements and stuff. Maybe you know somebody. Hour later, I get a call from the owner of the club. He goes, your hotel's been taken care of.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So I was like, oh. Well, thank you very much.
There you go.
Then I went down there and did radio, which was wild. I did a little radio row,
in Orlando.
No, it was Southwest Florida, like Naples, Fort Myers.
Anything's better than Orlando.
Oh my God, dude!
Literally.
I don't even want to go to Orlando ever.
Literally, anywhere on the planet is better than Orlando.
If somebody offers me a gig in Orlando,
Nope.
it has to pay well.
Nope.
It just has.
I turned down events and stuff in Orlando that everybody like, how do you not? Because it's Orlando.
So
I don't want to go there.
So bad.
Such a yucky place.
I heard today was like the opening day for Epic Universe, and I'm like, that looks like fun. If it wasn't in Orlando,
not it.
Not it. Let's see what we got here. Hey, you're on the Mike Calta After Show with Johnny B and Ian Beckles. Who are you?
Hey, Sherman from Sarasota. Good afternoon. Love the show, by the way.
Thanks, dude. What's up, Sherman?
Hey, I'm a little older, and I was on the radio. I had a career in radio for a long time, and I did decent money. But how I started, literally 16 years old, walked into my little town AM radio station, and I said, I want to be on the radio, and I cleaned toilets for a summer. That's my first radio job.
Wow.
And, in all these entry-level positions, like then I was the operator for a Sunday morning motor racing network, and all of that. You could get all these jobs. Then automation and voice tracking and Clear Channel all came on board, and there's no way to break into radio if without some sort of hook first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's really
tough.
different.
It is tough,
Yep.
and like and thanks for the call, Sherman. Appreciate it. It's like that with stand-up comedy too. Like it used to be, in order to make it big, you had to get on Johnny Carson, David Letterman, Jay Leno. Now with the internet, now with like Kill Tony, you go up for 1 minute and crush it. There's different avenues. TikTok blew Matt Rife up. MySpace blew Dane Cook up. Like it's changed over the years how you become successful. There's different ways of doing it and more ways of doing it now, but it's different than back in the day. Back in the day, you had to move to New York or move to LA, get up on the improvisation, impress somebody, get on a talk show, or you had to go out to the Comedy Store, do it that way. Yeah, it's all different, and radio's different now too. He nailed it. It's not anything like it was.
No, it's not. And listen, you have to understand that there's a hierarchy in every building. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So in this building, obviously, Mike, Drew, Galvin, John, now JP. I'm unfortunately can't put you in that category yet. Okay.
Well, there's only so many of us.
That's what I'm saying though. But you're in the next echelon. Right?
Yeah. Well,
then yourself, and then we got Mo, and we got Dizzy, and then you got to bring in even
Monica.
That's what I'm saying. All the names. You see what I'm
Carmen.
saying? So if something's happening where somebody's going to make more money on the station,
right,
those names would be the first names that will be in the hat. Okay, so be an outsider to jump over people.
It's not happening.
It's not going to happen, and it's going to piss a lot of damn people off. That's facts.
But that's the most exciting thing about joining mornings, and I talked about this with Mike before it was even announced. Was now that I'm here, I'm poised for something better to happen. You know, when you're on at night, you're kind of sequestered up there, out of sight, out of mind. Nobody really cares. You know, it's like, oh, it's the guy. It's on at night. You know, big deal. You know, unless the Lightning are playing, then kick rocks fat. So, but now that I'm here, I'm part of the cool kid club. You know, I'm in the view of people. And so far, so good as far as everything I'm hearing from the people that matter.
Well, I matter. I hope to think that you think I matter.
Yeah.
And I used to listen at night, and I listen to you guys every day. I listen to you and lovely JoJo every day, and I think you're doing a fabulous job. You guys
Thanks, man.
You make me laugh. And to me, that's everything. Because
that's not easy to do.
I listen to a lot of shows, and I don't laugh all. The Mike Calta show makes me laugh all the damn time, and it helps knowing people personally.
Yeah, because you could tell just by listening, you can almost see our faces and know the nuances and what we're doing. Yeah, I get it. Let's take a break, come back, wrap things up. JP is coming up next at 11 o'clock. Your next chance for $1,000 at the Bone bonus is coming up at noon on JP, so make sure you're ready for that.
He's funny too.
JP is a very
JP
funny guy.
Yeah. I get his humor. I don't know if everybody gets it, but I definitely get his humor.
I've always said I'm a New Yorker at heart, even though I grew up here.
I get it,
especially with comedy. We'll be back.
It's the Mike Calta After Show on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Good news, The Bone bonus is tariff-free. It's The Bone bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
It's win big or go home in the NBA playoffs at Hard Rock Bet, but not for new customers. New signups get bonus bets up to $100 if their first bet doesn't win. And if you're ready to make every point count, get on Hard Rock Bet right now. You can bet on rebounds, assists, and more. And what about every goal, shot, and save? No matter which sport you prefer, Hard Rock Bet makes it easy to bet on the playoffs in just a few easy taps. All you need to do is download the Hard Rock Bet app or simply go to hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
Think you're not the suing type? But you aren't at fault. I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. You didn't choose this accident, the bills, or the damage. Don't cover for someone else's mistake. Just call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
And a lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, I'm usually much more active, but since I've been in pain, I've had to limit the activities I'm doing.
You're listening to Janelle, arch support specialist at the Good Feet store.
He came in and he wanted to be able to keep up, play sports with his kids. From there, we figure out which arch supports complement those activities. I fit him with the arch supports, and as I followed up with him, he's messaged me and said, I took my kids to the park today. We're walking, we're exercising, riding the bikes, and those are all things that he wasn't doing before because he was in pain.
For over 25 years, the Good Feet store's arch support specialists have been helping folks to live the life they love without foot, knee, hip, or back pain getting in the way.
Our goal is to have that long-term change for them. That's what's most important, is knowing that you leave an impact on someone's life. And I like that.
Try them for yourself. Stop in for a free personalized fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here. During the Summer Starts Here sales event now through Memorial Day, we've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, I'm looking at Tacomas, Camrys, Corollas. Select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, it costs less to own a new Toyota with 4-year maintenance included. Get to Sun Toyota before Memorial Day, because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 800-369-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are 2 very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
This is Greg Trzynski from the Original Mattress Factory. A few years back, there was a surge of online mattress companies offering a one-feel-fits-all mattress. Eventually, they all added more selections. Why? They discovered what we've known for over 30 years. Everyone has unique preferences. At the Original Mattress Factory, we handled a range of comfort choices so that you can select the one that suits you best. Don't rely on someone else's opinion. Try out a variety of options and find the one that's right for you. OriginalMattress.com.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 5-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Hey, it's Drew Garabo, proud member of Achieva Credit Union. And let's talk about fraud detection for a moment. You want to make sure that when these scammers get a hold of your information, that your financial institution has your back. Unfortunately, I have personal experience with this with Achieva Credit Union. They help keep those scammers out of my credit union account. I got my money back, and if I had listened to them in the first place, this whole incident never would have happened. Join by going to achievacu.com. That's ACHIEVACU.com.
Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, back to the Mike Calta After Show.
Yeah. Welcome back, by the way. It's Mike Calta After Show. Johnny B, Ian Beckles. It's Thursday, 10:50.
Rolling down the road, going nowhere, guitar back in a trunk.
Boy.
Somewhere around my
Look, as a white guy that sings like a black person, I totally vouch for this guy as one of the most underrated artists in the history of the United States of America.
I listen to him almost every day.
Really?
On my rotation. I have about 8 Mark Broussard songs in my rotation. And I saw him live front row at the Capitol.
Great place to see him.
Katie Perdetti hooked me up with some tickets. And I fell in love with his music immediately. He's amazing.
Oh, yeah, dude. I think he was at Skipper's Smokehouse, and I texted you.
Yes.
And I was booked. I couldn't go. But, man, I'm like, at Skipper's?
Skipper's.
Wow.
He's so good.
He is, dude. Love him. I told you about the Teskey brothers, right? I told you about them.
I've heard about them.
My goodness gracious. Love it. Yeah, this guy's badass. I saw him in New Orleans. You talking about a good weekend?
Oh, I can see that being wonderful.
Eating all the food. Mike out there at the show. Happy skydiving. Who's this?
Hey, it's Dan from Creative Loafing. Don't contract yourself, Ian.
What an asshole.
Good to see you, Dan. In the wind tunnel.
I wonder if I'm going to get nominated for anything this year. They know I'm hanging out with Ian Beckles.
I think if you get nominated for anything in creative loafing, it's bad for your career.
Oh, crap.
I mean, for reals.
It doesn't help your career.
Hoppy won Podcast of the Year.
I got 4 Best of the Bays. One of them I didn't even know I won. I never even picked it up. I got like Best Podcast, and I did 6 episodes. I don't even know how that happened.
Well, I mean, when your boy Hoppy was like, I got Podcast of the Year, I go, how many people listen to yours? He goes, 300 a month. And I go, I got 30,000 a week. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's
congratulations.
Yeah. I don't know how that works out, but
we know how it works out. Mike Calta says vote for Hoppy.
That's exactly how that works.
No, that's exactly how it works.
The Calta Rub is real, folks.
That's real.
As a matter of fact, my comedy shows, since I've been doing the after show, a lot of people.
Lots.
Sound like Trump. A lot of people. Probably the biggest shows. I'll be out tomorrow. It's going to be a Madhouse in Zephyr Hills free show at Cheers 54. Great hangout spot. And a karaoke party afterwards. So
really,
not only do you get to see me, Catherine Maloney, Ricky Hicken, maybe a guest spot pops in, but then I'm hanging out and I'm liable to close a bar down. That's how I do things. I like to stay till the lights come on.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, karaoke there. Their DJ Filthy. He not only plays music, but they do karaoke and everything else. It's a fun place. It's my kind of place. Remember, what was the place you used to go to in South Tampa before it closed down? The little dive.
Elmer's?
Yeah. So this is like a big Elmer's.
So it stinks?
In the best way possible.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Elmer's smelled funny.
Yeah, I like
they
it.
had the stiffest drinks
Love it,
on the planet.
Yep.
Now, my weekend, obviously, with being a Dignitary Cafe and Sandy bringing her food truck so guys come hang out all weekend.
Yes.
Also, Saturday night, I'll be DJing at the casino.
DJ Dignitary at the Hard Rock?
At the Hard Rock, yeah.
It's Center Bar? Where at?
Center Bar.
Hell yes.
Like when you walk in, it's right
I know
there.
where it's at.
And
that's Saturday night?
That's Saturday night from 10 to 1.
I'll be coming back from Lakeland.
Come on.
I'm at Brulin's North, and that's a perfect time. My show's at like 7.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll come through the Hard Rock.
You know what's crazy is when you DJ the Hard Rock, and one time I put on a long song, and I said, let me go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And as I walked away, I realized they're playing the music throughout the whole casino.
Yeah. That's you.
The whole casino.
I remember back when I was DJing in the 90s, and you had to go to the bathroom real bad. They just brought out Jock Jams.
Jock Jams, yeah.
And it was like continuous mixes all the way through.
Yeah.
And that was my poop CD.
Yeah.
If I had to poop, I put on Jock Jams. And people are like, man, this guy's good up here.
Really good.
Hear the way he's mixing Mr. Boombastic?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And he's pooping?
Yeah.
Guy's the best.
So much talent.
That's when they started the term, that man's the S. You know what I mean? That meant it. Ian Beckles, thanks for being here as always.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Dignitary Cafe, guys. Come on out all weekend. You get that good East Indian fusion, Jamaican, Caribbean. Chef Sandy be out there with a food truck.
It'll be proper delicious.
Oh, you can get a shell and some oxtails.
Yeah.
Shells and tails. That's a promo, baby. I'll be out there sometime this weekend, if not Monday for sure. But yeah, I'll see everybody Zephyr Hills tomorrow night at Cheers 54. Saturday night, I am at Brulin's Bar and Billiards North in Lakeland. And Grady Judd, you're invited. As always, please come out. I got all your drinks and all your moon pies. JP's up next. Bye-bye.
It's the Mike Calta After Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
It makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org. For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Experience the summer of music with Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. You could win tickets to some of the biggest shows of the year, including Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, Jason Aldean, or you could win one of dozens of Neutral prizes like coolers and hats. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Just visit any participating Circle K location in Florida and scan the QR code on the Neutral Summer of Music poster to enter.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
It's 6:30 and the branch is closed. Yep. And you couldn't find your debit card. Nope. But you're going to get cash.
Yep. Cadence Bank Live Teller has extended hours, and I can get cash from my account with my driver's license.
My bank can't do that.
Nope.
With over 300 live teller locations with extended hours, there's opportunity here. Find a live teller near you at cadencebank.com/live teller. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Hey, chill seekers, I've got something mind-blowing for you, and it's the Kava Social Club. If you haven't tried it yet, you're missing out on the Kava and Kratom drinks. They are delicious. It's time to forget the stereotypes. These smooth, flavorful blends are perfect for unwinding after a long day. Trust me, your taste buds and your stress levels will thank you. If you're ready to elevate your chill, head to the Kava Social Club in downtown Bradenton, where good vibes and great people meet. Check them out on all your social medias at Kava Social Club.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new Pilot for just $399 per month, new passports just $329 per month, or get a new HRV for an incredible $149 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Visit BrandonHonda.com to get your best price and payments right online. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-279-1222 for more information. When you get hurt, you don't want to end up on the injured list. You want to get back in the game, stronger than ever. At Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, we fight for you, making sure big insurance doesn't throw you a curveball. With over $25 billion recovered, we're the home run hitters you need.
This is gone.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan is responsible for this ad. John Morgan is licensed in Florida and Tennessee. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED, because millions of men experience it. But not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to Hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doot, 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 and sometimes it's like grrr.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh, yeah.
Then we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the grrr.
Not with Fix Finder. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
You might want to check this one out. All right, here we go. Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
JP 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Phone number if you want to get involved with the show, which we would love for you to do that. 800-771-1025. You want to jump in on the conversations, you're always welcome. Good morning to Monica, and good morning to Mr. Dizzy. How is everybody doing today?
Hey.
Better
than your Knicks.
What'd you say, Diz?
Better than your Knicks.
Not my Knicks. I could care less.
Oh, you're not a Knicks fan? Why are you? You're a New
I'm
York
not a,
guy.
I'm not a listen. Is it cool if they win? Yeah, but I don't watch basketball
at all.
I would be a complete hypocrite if all of a sudden I jumped on the Knicks bandwagon.
Okay.
Would I like them to win? Sure, but do I